Welcome again to our beautiful show today. Diversity is the game changer, and it is really changer because today we have very special guests, very diverse, really in so many beautiful domains and areas. So today, our I think it's very honorable opportunity to have this guest today with us. And my beautiful audience, they know that I love to make some special titles, not just numbering. So I hope you like the title I made for our show. It's Bliss, Peace, and Masterful Artistry with Lama Tashi Norbu.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for the honor.
Welcome, dear, or I said, darling. I wrote it many times already. So today we are blessed to have a truly remarkable guest, Lama Tashi Norbu, a celebrated Buddhist monk, a multidisciplinary artist, sacred tattoo genius, and a powerful force for positive change in the world. His journey through spirituality and art offers profound insights into diversity, I'm sure equality, and the power of inclusion. Lama Tashi Norbu, a man whose life journey and teachings are a shining example of how we all shall and can contribute to a more peaceful and inclusive world. So where we all can live in harmony and unity. So Lama Tashi, thank you so much for being with us today and welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Good morning from California. Um, Thank you, Valerie, for giving me this opportunity to present Tibetan culture, artistic culture, and Buddhist perspective that I perform prayers and show art exhibitions, create sculptures. All you have explained was very nicely said, and thank you for that. Yes.
Yes, it was very briefly because oh my god, the words I put to describe about it's nothing in comparison how it looks, how impressive, because sometimes the art I believe you are making it has to be experienced, not just described. So that's why I really advise all people now after our show go to my okay, Instagram. Maybe it will be in within 2 days, but then it will be Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify, and really get to know more about this magnificent art you are not just making by your hands, but really by your soul, I believe. And I hope when I am in Los Angeles in May and June, you and me, we can meet in real life and maybe create something together. Or not maybe, I know you already. I'm dreaming about my sacred tattoo from you.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
yes, we have it. We have the plan. But today we just not just we have the first step. We are speaking. So it's truly honor. And your journey is deeply rooted in like you already mentioned, Tibetan Buddhist teachings, right? And can you please share with us, because everything what's happened even with Buddha, I love Buddha, and I could it's so amazing for me that now I can communicate. For me, like you kind of like the closest into his family, right? But everything all the time starts from our childhood, right? So tell me please about little Lama Tashi Norbu. I have two questions. I would like to welcome us in your childhood and how it actually impacted your grown up mindset and everything. And
Mhm.
then second question, it will be about your name, because for me it's so interesting. This is your name, this is given name, right? Or this is your birth name, or for me it's all kind of magic around you. So please tell us about your childhood.
Yes.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Yes, I'm a Tibetan Buddhist monk and artist, and I was born in Bhutan, in the Himalayas. It's known as Shangri-La. Um, Tibetan born in Bhutan. So my parents were they escaped from Tibet due to the occupation of Chinese, and then many Tibetans are born in the Himalayas. So from there, I managed to go to India, where Dharamsala and these places where Dalai Lama has created a special school for Tibetans. And we have the monastic and both modern education. Only few gets through because these are very schools that are very limited with facilities and all that. So I was very lucky that I could study both educations, and that is why I'm one of the monk who can speak some English.
Wow, perfectly English, I would say.
Thank you. And I'm also studied in Tibetan art school. Let's say university in India. We have it's a Dalai Lama's summer palace, which has all form of Tibetan art sculpture till religious paintings like icon. So I'm a traditionally trained Tibetan artist, as well as at the same time I could study Buddhist philosophy. It's a lot of subjects you have to catch up at the same time, and then later I went to Belgium. Before that, I managed to work for Dalai Lama as a painter. So so I was very honored for that. Yeah, and so some of my paintings are corrected. For example, a very small story is like this. So private office of Dalai Lama has several artists who creates paintings for Dalai Lama. Maybe he gives a gift to maybe Obama or whoever, you know. So maybe, but our paintings are not always signed because they are sacred paintings and they hang above Dalai Lama. For example, in Holland, there was a museum where I have my own museum there as well. But then I have a museum exhibition in a museum in Rotterdam, and my painting hangs above Dalai Lama when he was giving teaching. So I rather not write my name so that I will keep my luck, you know. So if you don't want your name above Dalai Lama or Buddha's, no. So somehow,
Oh
so,
my
yeah,
God.
somehow these are some stories. And then once I created a Buddha's painting, and a very because I was so much into draw beautiful, elegant Buddha's hands and all that gestures I used to draw. And once I made the Buddha's feet, the toes, like really flying around, like very elegant. And Dalai Lama said, "That doesn't look very relaxed."
Oh,
so,
okay.
so
Ah,
I,
like that. Okay.
since then I make the toe very smoothly, you know, flow. So like that kind of a story. So I'm very and I was in Belgium to study. I managed to study Western fine art, and then I went to Holland, where I have created, with the support of a lot of Dutch artists, I managed to open a Tibetan museum of Tibetan contemporary art, modern art, because not there isn't any museum that are dedicated for Tibetan, especially for the Tibetan artists. So I have over 50 artworks of other Tibetan artists, and many of them are not even signed or written the name properly due to political situations. These are so this is very sad. For example, here in the West, because I'm in the free world in America, Europe, I'm traveling. I write my names on my paintings like here, and people always want it, and there's a struggle for identity here, right? So you're so proud of putting your name in the art and all that. In my museum in Holland, there are paintings that are not written their names. If they write it, the Tibetan artist in Tibet gets in trouble. So these are anonymous paintings only to share the message to the world. And that makes our museum very special.
Which
It's
city is it? Is it Rotterdam, you said?
Emmen. It's
Okay.
north of Holland, border to Germany.
Okay.
And that is a big difference between the artists. Tibetans are still under the,
Mm.
it's, let's say, like during the war in Europe, artists must be working hard to get out the message instead of their name, so
Yeah.
this is going on with the Tibetans. So that's why I'm exploring all forms of mediums to reach
Mhm.
the world, to bring the Tibetan culture to survive. That's my mission. Yes. So my
Wow.
mission is in America. If I could open a Tibetan Buddhist temple, and where there is art, we can show up Tibetan art. That is my mission now. So
Wow, so beautiful. I'm speechless. Thank you so much, first of all, for sharing your story. And yes, I kind of relate to that because I've not been experienced myself, but Ukraine, I'm proud Ukrainian, and what's happened with Ukraine, with my country now. I have the same story, and my native city, it's the Kherson or Kherson, it's half part occupied. And my parents, they called me like 5 in the morning, 3 years ago, and said the war came, and they're refugees. They're staying with me in Norway, but I've lost, and I'm still losing so many friends, and every single day, maybe it's not that much information now in like media about special parts in Ukraine, but this my poor city is bombed this season every single hour. So I know what you mean, and they try to. It's genocide. It's not war. It's like they try just to erase the whole culture, country, everything. So like you said, now it's kind of what we also experience now, right? So it's yes, I can relate. And then it's so important to have all the platforms, arenas like you are using now to devote these arenas and spread the message about your cultural heritage, right? And of course we want to know, of course, the belonging. It's not just because of the okay, prestige and power and omega, but it's so important. It's our heritage. It's amazing that you at least now have the spot where you can share it freely, and so many people around the world, they love your country, they love, and including me, and culture and teachings in there, because it's actually the most, like for me, it's the most peaceful teachings. Like it's just so inclusive, it's deeply inclusive. It's no, but unfortunately people, it's always they try to turn into power, into money. It's unfortunately religion always has been to misuse, to keep people, one level of people under another level of people, just about politics, unfortunately, right? It's not about us, you and me people. We want to be together, we want to share, we want to sing together, to paint together, right? To use
yeah.
all these cultural languages which actually have no boundaries. So thank you for sharing. And my second question, you have no idea, when I started my podcast, and now I was speaking about my guests, and like we all kind of has, like, bucket list. It's like, before it's like the country you want to visit and all, but all podcasters, maybe in the beginning, they have special also like bucket list, the dreams. Actually, right? Like 3 person you are just dreaming about having on the podcast. And I got some questions like that, and I also asked some different questions. So people like, everything was like from Bill Gates, Elon Musk, not like, yeah, like you mentioned, maybe Obama, all this, a lot of politicians, and maybe some celebrities, and they always ask me, Valeria, but who are your list, bucket list, 1, 2, 3? And I always knew my first always was Dalai Lama. I was like, oh my God, if one day in my life I can talk to Dalai Lama, it's like, then my mission, like, I would be like, really, it was always, and manifestation, because it was like the day or two before I met you. It was again, I got this question for somebody about my
Mhm.
preference, like, because I love Buddhist teachings. I study a lot, I read a lot, and my biggest dream always have been to go to Tibet. And also, actually, I had a ticket, but it was something like at the short call, something happened. But I will be going, that's for sure. And and again, the 2 days before, somehow you and me were connected, like So again, I was talking about the Dalai Lama, and then suddenly I saw your picture with him. I was like, oh my God, like it's like how the universe is working. But about the name, actually, okay, I was so primitive before I started studying Buddhist. So I believe Dalai Lama, it was like Valeria Yartenes. I believed it was name and surname. And
Yeah.
many people in the world, they really believe that Dalai Lama is his first and second name or surname. But now
Yeah.
I know that, yeah, it's the ocean of wisdom. I know that.
Yes.
But I want, actually, okay, I googled a little bit. I actually kind of know what means your name, and it's so beautiful. But I want us or my audience to know from you what is your name means.
Mhm. So, my name, Lama Tashi Norbu. Tashi Norbu is my given name by one of the Tibetan lamas from Bhutan.
Mm-hmm.
That lama is called Lama Mani. So his former lives, they kind of believed that they fly,
Mm-hmm.
Tibetan myth of flying monks. That's why a lot of paintings you see flying monks. And
Yeah.
Lama Namke Nyingbo, and these are some of my teachers. And then Lama is a Tibetan word for teacher.
Mm-hmm.
So Dalai Lama is a given name by during the Genghis Khan time.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kublai Khan, Altan Khan, the grandsons of Genghis Khan, during that time it was very big, the Asian Middle East.
Yeah.
Uh, and then Dalai Lama was fifth Dalai Lama was the main master at that time. Like now, the 14th Dalai Lama is very loved by the people of the world. That
Mm-hmm.
time, the fifth Dalai Lama, and then during Genghis Khan, they found that the Dalai Lama was the only answer to the ocean of wisdom. So it's uh, Mongolian word
Yeah.
given title given to Dalai Lama, Ocean of Wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
So since then, Tibetan, the word Lama was very important, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, and then I was also entitled by my monks and my Tibetan Lama friends. They entitled me so that I lead Tibetan lamas and monks around in the West, so that I can guide them with my English um, language. Many of them don't speak any words, English
Mm-hmm.
words. So, like now, in the coming days, on the 27th, I'm picking up another monk who doesn't speak English.
Okay.
So we're traveling around in America at this point,
Mm-hmm.
doing Tibetan Buddhist activities, showing artworks, creating sand mandala, like that. So my name is also Lama, as a smaller version of Dalai Lama.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Little, very little wisdom, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm sharing whatever I know in the form of different forms of art. I also see your this medium at podcast as also a medium of communication to
Mm-hmm.
reach the people. So I respect all form of mediums. Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. It's yes. For me, like Tibet, it's really its place and all everything what is connected with Tibetan teaching and culture. It's like it's where spirituality not just is like the subject to talk about, but what really it's just a practice and it's way of life. It's how you people.
Yeah.
It's way of life and everything what you are doing, touching, sacred.
Especially, I like to cooperate on a subject like my situation of Tibet. I'm
Mm-hmm.
a European citizen and I have an American identity card. I live here, so and then you also live here. But our country is suffering, So on
Yeah.
that base, I would love to do some projects together to preserve the culture and bring people the words, awareness of what's happening in the world. So in future, I would love to cooperate.
Thank you so much. It would be the biggest honor, and I still believe the collaboration and unity. It's how uh, we can really like it is the meaning why we are here, to be different, but to be united with the beauty of our differences, right? It's
Mhm.
like it's like biodiversity. It's like a garden, right? Look, how could we have just garden like just with roses? Yes, it's beautiful, but roses never fight and compete with lilies, right? Or with other. They know that they actually, when they're together, right? It's enough space. Nice. It's how we love the beauty, biodiversity. It's the health, how we can survive, but also look at the nature. We have to be inspired by nature. We are so beautiful inside, and everything has happened because we are together. We created to be together all the time, right? And look at your pictures, because there are so many different techniques, different colors. Oh my god, because I have also workshop. Yes, I saw it, and especially your pictures. Oh wow, it's so vibrant for me. I have a goosebumps now. I just, oh my god, it's so beautiful, but it's also so powerful. Look, because all the different pictures, different culture. Yes, exactly. And the soul behind it, because wow. So I would be honored so much when I'm there, that we can really make something very beautiful, collaborative. Yeah, exactly. Because the real
It's like
spirituality in our
female
soul.
is a nun, flying nuns.
Yeah. Because you see, I also believe that art is the most powerful tool, because art doesn't need language to speak. Because you see, the monk you are meeting tomorrow, and you and me, even we don't speak the same language, like I mean English, but we always can read the language of art,
Yes.
right? So amazing. But tell me about you. So you said you're Belgium, so actually then it means you speak also French in
Oh,
fluent.
Flemish or a Dutch.
Oh my, yeah, this is my favorite. This is, oh no, not one of them. Yes, today I was sharing your picture with my friend. She will be in Los Angeles in 2 weeks, and she's like, "Oh, Valeria, I want to meet this." Yeah, amazing. It's so beautiful.
This
It's
is the
like it's.
this painting is it's called the burning away ignorance, leaving
Mm-hmm.
behind wisdom. So when we have too many thoughts,
Thoughts,
so
yeah.
and then we feel like burning our head. So then in the Buddhism we visualize fire element,
Yeah.
and then let the fire element burns all the unnecessary thoughts
Mm-hmm.
and leave only the wisdom behind. So
Amazing.
this meditation kind of form.
So beautiful. I meditate every day, and mostly I use Buddhist teaching and everything. And tell me about your story. How actually how you came to Los Angeles? How so you're living there? You like you're based there, or you
Yes,
travel for?
yes,
So you live in Los Angeles or San Francisco?
yes. I have in LA. I have activities.
Mm-hmm.
The Malibu, those burned down. Actually, we have a event, and end of the April, I have a exhibition at the Tracy Park Gallery. That's in
Mm-hmm.
Malibu.
Mm-hmm.
And Miss Tracy is so wonderful. And then now that 26 and 27 April, we have a big event there with my paintings and
Wow.
paintings like that, water
Mm-hmm.
element Buddha.
Oh my God, you should teach me. I love this technique you're using, like a little bit like pointillism, but pointillism is just with small points. But here is more like, yeah, and it makes it's like when you're very close, it actually just kind of waves. But when you walking, yeah, oh my God, this is amazing. This is really magic. Wow, because I also have uh
This is called water element.
water,
So
yeah.
I create Buddhas on different elements: fire element, water element,
Mm-hmm.
earth element, like that.
And tell me about your sacred tattoos. How did you? It's also was one of the part of the school, like your traditional school, or about yes, what kind of stuff you usually use? Because I'm so ready. I like, oh my god, when I'm already there. Because you see, I have tattoo from last year.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I have Una Loma, it's like awakening, bliss, and
Wow.
maste, and breathing. Yes, I have.
They look like yeah, like almost like jewelry. Wow. Nice,
Yeah.
nicely done.
So that's why I'm just yesterday I was like just dreaming. Okay, I would like to have your tattoo, but where this and that was. Oh no, I need more. Like several places.
Yeah.
But how did you start
My
with
tattoos are more like a little bit like this. I try to do myself.
uh-huh,
So
beautiful
lotus, and then
lotus? Mm-hmm.
the Tibetan mantras goes like that.
Yeah.
So these are, I mostly do it on the hand, inner
Mm-hmm.
arm, so that people can look at them and
Mm-hmm.
recite the mantras. So it will be based on uh, person's date of birth, year, and the month, and then
Oh, okay,
and then
okay.
I read the astrology, Tibetan astrology, and then it comes their personal Buddhist mantra and the Buddha symbol. So I draw them on that to empower their life,
Yeah,
and it takes an hour to write them. And during the whole hour, I recite the mantras together with the person, so that it imprints in
yeah.
their
Mm-hmm.
memory. So in our culture, it's based on the Tibetan Book of Living and Dying. There's a very Tibetan Book of the Death is
Mm-hmm.
very important to read. And when we are born and when we are dying, we do these your personal Buddha. We have to make a traditional painting or a sculpture,
Mm-hmm.
so that you are taken care in the intermediate state when we die, so
Mm-hmm.
that you are not born in the lower realms or any other animals realms or things like that, to
Okay.
uplift our soul and
Mm-hmm.
find path to enlightenment.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Okay.
very sacred. Some people, I explain that some people don't understand much, but still I do these prayers instead of talking while I'm doing the tattoo. I just do this because it's beneficial for the person, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then if the person wants, they have to recite this over 180,000 times.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Chanting. Mm-hmm.
and then you will see the influence in your life upgrading.
Vibration. Mm-hmm.
Within a year you will feel it, you know. Yeah.
It's like for me, like now 2 days, oh 2 days, no, 2 times per day. Like I start my day with meditation, and I before I go to sleep meditate and journaling, like gratitude journaling every morning. Like especially now after the war broke, I couldn't really find the peace in my soul. I couldn't understand how like it was so tragic for me, especially because also I have a mental disorder. I have OCD, like obsessive compulsive disorder, and like and when the war came, so it was my brain was messed. I couldn't understand how to find the peace in X world. Then I understood that I need to create, like you said, now this piece inside myself, because I can't change what's happening. Right, I can try, of course, but first of all, I need to find peace in my soul. So that's like meditation, and like you said, but on a daily basis, like if you should give advice from your teaching, from Buddhist teaching, like to persons who maybe would like just to try, because some people, like me and you, we already kind of have a little bit advanced level, right, about spirituality and everything. That's why you see it's not coincidence, but many people probably they have tried everything, it didn't help, but now they want, after you and me speaking together, maybe they want, oh, maybe now it's time to try meditation, or to try to read about Buddha and Buddhist teaching and everything. What is your actually advices to those people, and maybe for teenagers, how to start a little bit to involve spirituality in the modern life, where just gadgets, iPads, social media, all this like noise all the time. How to find this peace in your soul? Where to start?
Um, I will do a little prayer now for you and your audience, and then
Okay, let's do it together. Yeah, if you want.
I will explain the meaning of it, and
Okay.
then I think that will be the more like people can understand how they can apply in their life.
Okay.
I'm very excited to do this prayer for you.
Yeah, me too. And just tell me what should I do? I'm always in. I
You will just
just
um,
breathe and embrace.
yeah, visualize the Buddhas, and
Okay.
or our higher self of ourself, and that's mostly for the young people. They should respect themselves and
Mm-hmm.
find the inner peace, the
Mm-hmm.
inner strength. All these are very important now that we are so much scattered everywhere, our mind, due to social media and all that. So
Yeah.
this is
Very.
8 lucky symbols in the Tibetan Buddhism. So this
Uh-huh.
is um, this is a Tibetan drum built
Okay.
built in Bhutan.
Uh-huh.
So here is um, drum and the bell.
Uh-huh.
Bell symbolize compassion, love and compassion,
Okay.
and the drum symbolize our philosophy. So the young people and all of us, they have their in their life, their purpose of their life is like a drum,
Okay.
and then the way you perform should be with love and compassion,
Mm-hmm.
and then there will be a success.
Amazing.
Your philosophy, even I say sometimes when you can pay somebody, if you are a boss in a company or something, if you pay that with love and compassion, it's far more valuable than just paying
Yeah.
like transactions. It's a big
Yeah.
difference. So one day, we never know, we will become the other way around. The client, the servant becomes the owner. That it everything changes in life, and
Absolutely.
then that time the person will remember, my boss was very kind. Now
Mm-hmm.
it's my time to help him. It's all human being, right? So love and compassion. So I will recite the prayer Om Mani Padme Hum, means may our body, speech, and the mind be transformed into Buddha's body, speech, and the mind.
Okay.
And I do these prayers in different locations, like Times Square, Carnegie Hall in New York. So, um, I also took my friends. It's called OMMM from New York, which I took the group to Dharamsala and met Dalai Lama some years back. So it was a whole band. They were involved. We have performed with Earth, Wind, and Fire, like those bands. So I'm going to do that
Yeah.
prayers.
Let's do together. Yeah. I just close my eyes and embrace the Buddha and you and the Dalai Lama, and yeah, and
Yes,
just love energy, energy of love.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sangye chedan zoge zonam la janjo bardo dane gyapso che dage jinso gebe sonam ge dola penje sangye dobara sho simje damje dewa dan dewe gyudan dembara gyurje simje damje dunge dan dunge ge gyudan dewa gyurje simje damje nyere chadan nyedan dewe tanyom la dembara gyurje Tamje tamje tunge dan tunge ge judan dewan jode. Dendong Geba Sambe Sange Dong Lala Gande de la Derdembe Zimba Chere Sela Cha Telo O Mane Beme 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 Gege Sozo no Gyalo Gewande Nyordo Da Chere Sewan Robgyone Droa Chigyam Maleba Deye Salang Barajo. May all beings be happy and have the causes of happiness. May they be free from sorrow and the causes of sorrow. May they have that great happiness which is sorrowlessness. May all sentient beings leave attachment to dear ones and aversions to others and live believing in the equality of all that lives. May you, Valerie, your friends, all your audience, and the whole world find happiness and free from suffering and sicknesses. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, it was so deep. I really felt it. I was like, it was so deeply. I had so many very profound emotions. Really, thank you so much. I immensely appreciate. And actually, I've been speaking right before our show with one of my friends. She's very dear to me, and she told me that she is going through pain today, especially yesterday. And I shared that I would be talking to you. I'm so blessed and honored. And actually, I didn't know, but you see, everything is connected with the universe because I said I will be asking you to pray together with me about me and my friends. And now I'm so happy we did it together. And I'm so happy that you already touched my next question also because, my podcast is about diversity, but equality and inclusion. And I'm very passionate about, like we have already shared so many times, that together, unity, holiness, we can be helpful to each other. We can stop all the wars and conflicts, right? And that's why you're using all your platforms and art and music and tattoos and so many diversification ways. So and for me also, I opened this podcast to help so many people by my role, by my modeling, that I'm, like I've shared, I have mental disorder, but still I believe like we all so unique, we all valuable as we are. We need just to trust, like you said, to do anything in this world with love and kindness and compassion, right? And really to try to be and create more inclusive environment. So I know Buddhism is very, very inclusive teaching, and religion, it's even not religion, but I mean the way to live, right?
Philosophy.
Very philosophy, very deeply, deeply inclusive. What is your opinion about people, like, now it's so much suffering because of stress, and people has ADHD and OCD and dyslexia and so many different mental conditions, right? How do you believe like Buddhist philosophy can help those people? Because it helps me. I know I've tried everything, But now, because meditation and the way to live, how you actually now shared and we were praying, it helps me
Mm.
even to like to calm down, like, you know, because I have intrusive thoughts, and then sometimes with depressions, anxiety, and everything. I think many people now they suffer from anxiety, right?
Yes.
So yeah.
So, in like you said, Buddhism is a philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
It is true because, for example, when I give a small example, when Buddha died at the age of 82, and when he was dying, there was approximately like 1 hour left,
Mm-hmm.
and then all the students were crying, and the Buddha said, "My dear students, there's no time to cry. If you have any questions about what I have taught, you have now very limited time, because after that I cannot help you." So that's how the Buddha describes everything is based on philosophy, question and answers. It is you yourself who is responsible for your happiness as
Mm-hmm.
well as your suffering. So one must create a good action to result a good fruit for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And if you create wrong action, you suffer. So you are the creator of all realities that you will follow. So for that, there are many books written by Dalai Lama, or for example, Words of My Perfect Teacher is one of the books, and people can do meditate and follow these meditations in these yoga centers, and also read the books, so that you have some insights, more education than empty meditations. So very important. And we don't have much time to really make ourselves like a perfect person.
Mm-hmm.
Like Buddha said, we are all Buddhas. We all have the seed of Buddha nature. We must only perfect ourselves. So for that, we need to train so much ourselves. Even myself, um, being a monk, I also face a lot of difficulties, but it also helps me. We are all in a learning process.
Yeah, exactly. This is my favorite when actually after I was kind of an exploration path in my life, like this and that and that. And when I discovered the Buddhism and this philosophy, and exactly the approach that he said, no, no, don't make the God from anybody, and everybody is Buddha. You're your own light. Be your own light, and be
Yes.
your own Buddha. I was like, oh my God, that's why it's here. It's awakening and enlightenment, right? This is like
Yeah.
the
Path to
most.
enlightenment.
Yeah, this is the most important. And it was for me, I bought recently the book, which is written by Dalai Lama, and it's The Art of Being Happy.
Happiness.
And then it's very interesting because it's kind of like interview, like you and me, we have now. Okay, no, we have an enjoyable conversation, but it was the conversation with one of the journalists, I didn't remember, and the journalist asked him, "Are you like happy all the time?" But he said, "Yes, like now, yes." And then he said, "But it's not like the condition that you can be born with or not." And so but you, like you said, you're learning, and you have, it's a practice. It's how you practice. You train in your mind to live, because if you want to find what you are in the lack of, or like what causes you to be unhappy, you will always find. But if you like train your mind, like, thoughts and so everything, like to find the things what makes you happy, right?
Yeah.
And if you train your mind to love with love and kindness and compassion, then of course everything you look, approach, everything, that it's actually what makes you happy, right? So
Yes.
that, but like you said, you experience also a lot of challenge. Tell me, because you're the most different persons in my podcast. You're really that different, right? And for me, like, persons still kind of trying to combine these two worlds, spirituality and normal. I don't know what means normal. What is your most challenging, actually, challenges you experience now in modern life, like, in Los Angeles?
Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of people face the fear and anger and all that. It
Mm-hmm.
is matter of practice. There are also many human beings exist who are naturally kind person.
Mm-hmm.
Like my mother was naturally, she was very kind. She was not a nun or something, but she was, everybody wants to go and sit around. So even my father don't find space to work. Every, in the evening after work, everybody comes in, surrounded the whole area. And so that way we can be like a flower, like my prayer, Om Mani Padme Hum, which I was reciting, means we must become like a flower.
Mm-hmm.
And then the flower is unconditionally beautiful. He blossoms, new petals comes up, and no matter whatever we were say, good or not, flower blossoms unconditionally. Like
Yeah.
that, we should become like the flower.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of these paintings are like, I make them like flower Buddha, to
Mm-hmm.
become the flower, so that the bee comes towards you from crossing valleys, and butterflies, they all come. So like we must become the diamond, within
Mm-hmm.
ourselves, our heart. As our heart is inside this body, it is the precious, so we must become the precious. And
Mm-hmm.
we can do some also some meditations online, people who wants help, you who are asking you to meditation and all that, how, a lot of questions. Sometimes we can do like online courses like that, so that way I can do some prayers and people can ask question and answers.
Oh, okay, okay.
In Buddhism, is based on a law of causality. Means there should be millions of questions arises every
Mm-hmm.
individual, and Buddhism has always studied, and there is no dogma. So we have always evaluated, even
Mm-hmm.
though what Buddha taught 2,500 years back has been updated to this modern time.
Yeah.
And like you said, well, how do I deal when I drive my van in the
Yeah.
town?
Mm-hmm.
Especially like I don't scream at somebody, for example.
Mm-hmm.
It, different maneuvers, especially because I'm a monk and it doesn't look good if you scream. And then all this. In my case, I'm a monk, but in somebody who is normal person can also practice, because
Mm-hmm.
I know that you are screaming, but the person will not hear it, right? So it's useless, so we must always analyze what is why, if that is an effect. And practicing to be a good person is
Mm-hmm.
investment. At the end you will become a happy person, because we
Yeah.
are living in a short time in this world,
Mm-hmm.
90, 100 years at the maximum. During that time, we need a happy life. In the evening, sometimes, for example, when we are hospitalized, you only want to save, if somebody is dying tomorrow, once,
Mm-hmm.
let's say, very very rich person is dying, and then what he asks is no, not a more money, but he will ask for more, even minutes and hours that he can get to live more. See,
Mm-hmm.
that shows that we are human being based on happiness, and we want more loving time than more money. So we only realize at the end of the life, it's
Yeah.
too
Unfortunately,
late. It's too late.
too late. And
Yeah.
somebody actually never realized. So
Yes.
yeah, it's a pity. Okay, amazing. I could sit and oh my God, talk and talk, and we could pray and do chanting. I love all that stuff. 2 weeks last summer, I've been to a special retreat without like no, modest, no internet, nothing, and just in the forest and basic, just a little bit electricity, but very very plain even in Norway. And okay, it was one part of the education because now I'm certified yoga, meditation, mindfulness practitioner and teacher, instructor myself. But it was as part of it, but it for me it was much more, like you said, insights. Like, I love to train my spiritual muscle all the time. I read a lot, and that's why I'm so blessed I met you in my life. And I'm sure, because I'm now on my path to move to Los Angeles, so I'm sure we can do so much together. So beautiful. And last question, I always actually want to encourage many people to invest emotionally and by help, by maybe financially, and all efforts that can be useful in your initiative about this temple. Could you share a little bit more information? Because I know you said already that you in Los Angeles you would like to have your own temple, right? So
Yeah.
how people can help? They, of course, they can reach out to me after
Yes.
to my, and how, yes, tell more information, how practically they can find you, what they can do, and yeah. So
Yes.
we will. Mhm.
Yeah. At this, thank you for that. Concern. And I'm here in Sonoma Valley at this
Mhm.
point. It's called Glen Allen Gathering Space. This is a new gallery space they have created,
Mhm.
as well as there's a yoga and meditation happening here.
Yeah.
And I'm here for the first 2 weeks of the exhibition, and
Okay.
next 3 months there's an ongoing exhibition of my artworks. People can come and visit here.
Mhm.
It's a very beautiful location. And then end of the June, I'm back here to close the exhibition. And then I mainly live in LA, but at
Mhm.
this time I'm creating a tour to the all the 50 states. So
Oh.
people can log in to my website called lamatashinorbu.org, like my name we can see here.
Yeah, I can put in my Instagram all the information. Uh-huh.
And that .org, and there people can look on my website my mission to open a Tibetan temple and art space, and they can also book a Tibetan sacred tattoo. I also create a Tibetan sand mandala. We are like 4 or 5 monks together,
Okay. Mhm.
going around in the world, traveling, creating few weeks in one location. So anyone in the spiritual centers or art space, museums, they can invite us and help to organize, and then we can facilitate all these Buddhist activities. We have Tibetan chanting. We we do all sort of like house blessings,
Uh-huh.
blessings for children, anniversary blessing. Also for people who marry, for them we do some ceremonies. There are nowadays many Western Buddhists also. I've done several ceremonies,
Mhm.
and then long life ceremonies, and some funerals. Some people who are dying, and then we also do that. So we are with few other monks together. We whatever people ask, we do that.
Mhm.
Upcoming, we are going around LA and Sedona Yoga Festival. So, and then in May I'll be in Arizona area,
Mhm.
Phoenix. So we are touring around. So
Amazing. Now actually I've got some idea, because last year I've been participating in it was already anniversary yoga festival, quite big here in Norway, and we had actually two monks from India, from ashrams, and one Buddhist monk. And I know very well the person. He is the owner of this creative space, like location in the mountains, a very beautiful hotel, mountains hotel. And Alexander Merin. So I can actually, guys, connect you. Maybe it will be very interesting for him to collaborate with you, and to invite to his, because he's arranging beautiful festival every year. Yeah, and yes, I'm sure that it will be very nice spot for you and for him. So okay, perfect. And I think also before we can yeah, so now the most important, you also all the information now about like upcoming events. You can put, I can, like, when I'm making the post, I can do in my post, you can always send to me, say, Valeria, could you please share that? I will be sharing, and I will connect you with this gentleman and with one more in Sweden, because I have also Magnus Fried. He's amazing. He also very inspired by Buddhist, because he kind of his uh, brother in from Tibet as well. Or we have like, he will share the very special story with you, because if I can send you the link from my podcast, and I have actually his book here, which he wrote together with his Tibetan brother. This one,
Mm-hmm.
The Art of Stillness in the Noisy World, Magnus Fried. He wrote together with his so-called Tibetan brother. They grew up together. This is Swedish guy, and he is also studio, yoga studio. I am sure it will be very interesting for him when I connect you guys.
Yes.
Amazing. So
I have one thing to share. I have
yeah.
made a sculpture of a Buddha here, and
Oh,
can I?
yes, yes, this, of course. Oh my God, this was amazing. It's not. Oh yes, please do, because I saw that you were also carpenter, or not sculpture, but I was like, oh, whoa, wow. Yes, please show us this from the wood.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful location here.
Oh
It's
wow.
a sculpture garden here. A
Uh
lot of
huh.
different sculpture, and then I created
Oh
this.
yes, that's. Oh wow.
So
Oh, is it Ukrainian flag there, or?
no,
You
looks
say
like
it's like hard, but also you painted like, yes, it's hard, but you painted yellow and blue. For me, it's immediately Ukrainian flag. You know.
wow. Yeah, it's wood from the building,
Yes, but yeah.
and then these are symbolizing reclaim woods, reuse of our wood, so that we don't
But
cut.
you, yeah, it's sustainable. It's like sustainable art. It's
Yes,
beautiful. Now
yes,
it's very yeah.
so that we
Wow.
don't cut the
New
um,
new
few
forest.
trees, So I have made this, and I create these in different places in around the world.
Yes, I saw it. As I said, you should make a promise when I'm together, because I love doing that stuff. I love carpenter work. Really, I put my glasses and I take these electrical tools. I love doing, so we can create together. Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah,
Yes, yes. Oh wow,
love that. Yeah. So
I love.
this Buddha has a
What is the name of this Buddha?
reclaim Buddha,
Reclaim. Oh,
reclaimed Buddha. So
reclaim.
to avoid the deforestation and the global warming, so that we don't cut trees nowadays,
Oh,
big machines are cutting in second
yeah,
wide.
everything.
So
Rainforest. Mhm.
rainforest and all. So I create these out of the waste wood to bring the awareness,
Oh,
because
wow.
nowadays, because we are cutting down and then building dams, we have landslides nowadays in Tibetan plateaus,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Tibet is playing a very big role in Asia. One third of the world population pure drinking water is from Tibetan rivers from the
Oh,
mountain,
yeah. Oh my God.
because the major rivers of India, northern India, and China, these are the river that comes, the Ganga and all that, from Tibetan plateau. Now
Okay.
the rivers, glaciers are melting, and there are thousands and thousands of dams that are built in these Tibetan rivers by the Chinese. So, because of the due to the weight, thousands of dams, and that makes India and Southeast Asia vulnerable. And at the
Uh,
same time, the pressure of the weight of the water, there's a millions of gallons, and then it creates a landslide. Now a Tibetan lands, all of a sudden the mountains are melting down, you know and this is
oh,
all natural disaster
disaster.
that are created by human beings.
Human beings. Yeah.
So I'm creating these sculptures around the world to bring this awareness,
Goodness. Oh
so
my God.
people can invite me to create these sculptures. I want to do with you as well.
Yeah, that's why I mean, like in this festival, we can call it sustainable Buddha.
Sustainable Buddha. That's
And
a
we-
very good one, a good name, yes.
yeah,
And
it's
I
actually
like he's touching the earth. You see the other hand?
yeah,
Touching the earth means very grounded. And then the other hand is like a mudra, like a prayer.
yeah.
So, and heart in the middle.
Wow, you can't stop impress me. Oh my God, I wow, you're gem. You're really a hidden gem. I have discovered in my life now. Oh, I'm so happy.
My
And
name
share,
Norbu.
I have this is my mission to share your knowledge, your uniqueness, your everything with so many people. I'm so happy.
Yes.
Thank you so much. You know, usually I play my game always with people because I encourage people to believe in magic and childhood magic through fairy tales because not many people. So, some people believe in religion, some people believe in spirituality, but somebody not. But at least everybody kind of believe in magic when they were kids. So I always use this one, like from Aladdin, this magic lamp for making my wishes. But because you have the direct kind of dialogue with Buddha, so you see, you don't need that.
I need it, I think.
Yeah, so that's
Because I'm
why
not a
I
human being, you know.
yes, yeah. But we all Buddhists, like you know.
So we
So
think if you are not, if you don't have anger and or fear and all that, then you are not normal, you know. So we all have it. We
yeah,
just a matter of analyzing them and finding the right solution.
balance
They-
and happiness.
every fear, every trouble has a solution.
Hmm.
And if there is no solution, you don't have to worry. It's just a natural thing there.
Yeah, then it's
So that way, anger and all these qualities,
hmm
wrong qualities, we have shows we are normal human being, and it's a matter of transforming them into passion. Yeah.
yeah, creative transformative fuel exactly. So Lama Tashi, oh, I really I feel I already knew and felt I was privileged and you know, I began really blessed to meet you, but now even more. I'm so inspired to meet you in real life, and we can do so much um, meaningful
Yeah.
changes together. Yes, like we and you thought about unity and collaboration. Thank you so much for your wisdom, for your dedication to spreading the peace, your knowledge, your love, your artistry, you know, sustainable awareness. It's so important. So we all inspired by your vision, your journey. Now I believe after this show, even more people, even more fans you have in your club. So
Thank
for
you.
our listeners, yes, please, you can now reach out to me. Reach out. I will put information about your site, and because you have like 3 or 4 profiles on Instagram about you too, and a lot of different domains and artistic ways you express yourself. So and I'm sure it's just the beginning of our great relationship and friendship. And thank you so much for your praying today together. Yes, and you know, and just close your mouth. What can I say? I just took some quotes from Buddha teaching that
I will
the
close.
Buddha's teachings are filled with the messages of love and unity, reminding us that we are all connected. In our difference, we are united. And through compassion, like you said, and understanding, we can bridge any divide.
Mhm.
We, when we honor diversity, we honor life itself. It's our shared responsibility to cultivate a world where we love, respect, and where inclusion can thrive. So
Yeah.
your last, if you want, would like just your last.
I will do a short prayer to conclude this
Yes.
session.
Oh wow! What? This is also a drum, special drum,
This
or
drum has
uh huh,
a flag, Tibetan flag.
uh huh.
It symbolized the protector deities, male and the female Buddhas, and
Okay.
this yellow is a spirituality, and the sun rises. Like our in our life, we must focus to the sunlight.
Sunlight.
Then bright sun, and then when there's a beautiful shadows. So our life should be more focused like that. when it's a gloomy weather, there's no shadow, nothing. So we must shadow. Sun is like a wisdom. So we must all study hard, and then
Yeah.
you can all the sufferings can be eliminated by only by wisdom, not karmically or anything that we should not wait. So
No,
for that, I will do a short prayer to conclude our session.
let's go together. Yes, I'm together with you. Mhm.
We will recite Om Mani Padme Hum together. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And then we say, may all sentient beings find happiness and be free from sufferings and obstacles and attain path to enlightenment. And thank you, Valerie. You have a great heart,
Thank
and
you.
I greet the goddess Tara in you, and I'm wishing you a long life, good health, good spirit, and inspire the world as you do, even more like a sunshine.
Oh, so thank you. Oh my God, my soul is shining now. Thank you so much. And of course, I wish you so many years of blissful life, and please spread your message. Yeah, stay health, and I hope very soon I can come and hug you.
Yes,
Thank
definitely.
thank
Look,
you so much. Please
look
take
forward.
a very good care of yourself. You have such a beautiful soul. Even I know, just small desktop. I can look now at you, but I feel the vibration, and it's amazing. It's speechless. Thank you so much for being with me today.
Yeah.
Thank
Well, thank you for your kind interest in my culture. You're
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh, thank you. Bye bye, my darling. Bye bye.
Bye bye.